You too, what it do, man? Y'all know what time it is, man.
Hello, Tatiana?
It's Tatiana.
Tatiana?
Can you guys see me?
No.
We can see you now. Hi, welcome in, Tatiana.
Hi. Hi, Ash. I just wanted to come up.
Hold on 1 second. Do you consent to be on the live and potentially all platforms?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
So I just wanted to come up here for general advice. I'm 22, so I'm probably on the younger side of your viewers. I'm in law school right now, so just general advice, life advice, dating, anything that I could do to level up.
Yes. What's your one specific question?
Just general advice, like for someone.
I don't like to guess. I don't want to guess and say general. So when you come up, not just to you, Tatiana, I want you ladies to come up with one specific question that has been on your mind that I can help you with. So what's one question that you have why is it saying remove Tatiana? Maybe because of your top? Yeah, I'm going to take you down really quickly.
Stop pressure, the world.
Yes. Okay, so what's your one question that you have, Tatiana?
I guess like dating advice for my age and any level up for like the looks right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do one question and it's around dating, right?
Okay.
So what areas in dating do you feel like you're having challenges with? What question do you have around dating?
Basically the mindset to go into it, because I feel like I've listened to your advice for a while, so like the guys that I have been on dates with have been, I guess, good quality. They just haven't led to like anything long term.
So I'm gonna say this, man. Just from seeing her, even from earlier, let me take it back. So what takes a lot of these women out essentially is the fact that a lot of them dress just simply for themselves, and not saying that that's an issue. A lot of women just don't have sex appeal, or they don't know what it is. I wouldn't look at her and be like, damn, she looking great today. I'd be looking at her like, damn, she looked like she just woke up. Not trying to be rude or anything like that. I'm just giving my honest perspective.
Cap.
I mean, she just looked like she just woke up, and the thing is, a lot of women, they don't know how to really dress or wear things that compliment them. Really, all they need to do is just sit back and pay attention and take notes. And I'm not trying to take away from what Ashley doing or hating on anything she's saying, but the thing is, it just really shows that a lot of them just really lack the ability to really catch on and get a clue. And I think that's why a lot of them are in last place as well. But let's continue on.
I guess like dating advice for my age and any level up for like the looks right now.
Okay, so we're gonna do one question and it's around dating, right?
Okay.
So what areas in dating do you feel like you're having challenges with? What question do you have around dating?
Basically the mindset to go into it, because I feel like I've listened to your advice for a while, so like the guys that I have been on dates with have been, I guess, good quality. They just haven't led to like anything long term. Okay,
so if they're good quality guys you're going out on dates with, right? What is happening on the date? You're saying they're good guys, so and then it doesn't turn into anything. So what are we talking about on a date?
Really anything. So like I said, I'm in law school, so two of the recent guys actually are in law school too, so we've talked about that. We've talked about my interests, because I'm really into sports, so I've played different sports.
And did you guys go out for a date? Did you go to a coffee shop, a steakhouse? Where did he take you on that first date where you guys had that conversation?
They're usually dinners, so that's my main thing. I usually don't do like coffee dates or anything like that.
Right.
Come here, you fucking get in here, you Belgian twat.
Okay, so here's the problem. Here's the problem. Might as well buckle up, bro. I know it's gonna hurt, but here's the issue.
And what are you gonna say, huh?
Number one problem: the guys are not attracted. You're in that friend with benefits, booty clapping area. If that makes sense, it's really difficult for women to get out of this category with men. Once men kind of throw you here. So she says she's in law school, so she's dealing with other guys who are in law school as well. The guys who are entertaining you are very low interest. That's why it's not going anywhere. These guys are low or very, very low interest. And a lot of it has to do with the way you look.
You're a smart motherfucker, that's right.
Some of those guys are gonna look at you and they're gonna say you're not fine enough for dinner, but you look okay enough for a park or a coffee or things like that. Here's the thing. If she was smoking hot or super attractive, these guys wouldn't mind taking her out to dinner. It's not like they can't pay for it. But the thing is, they don't see you as valuable or hot enough to take you out to dinner.
It's that simple.
Think because of their degrees, the types of career paths they're in. They'll think because of the schools they went to. They think because of the people they've been around. They think that automatically qualifies them for higher tier guys. Here's where her field could possibly backfire on her. You got to understand, a lot of times the more money guys make, the more attractive the woman has to be.
I don't discriminate. No, not at all. Oh yeah, and obviously if she ugly as shit.
And when I say the more attractive, not necessarily saying she has to be a 10 in the face. This is another woman dating guys who have very, very low interest.
So the last two guys that you were talking to from your law school.
No, not from my law school. They were in law school. Not at the
they
same
were in law school.
as me.
Okay. So the very last guy, where did you go and how long did you guys stay there?
So the last guy, we went to a restaurant and we talked for we stayed there for about an hour, not too long. We got dinner and drinks.
Okay.
And it was pretty good, but
okay. And then after the date, what happened?
There was really no follow-up, kind of got ghosted after that.
Okay. So what did you guys discuss during that time for that hour? What was the conversation like?
We were just chopping it up.
We talked about our interests, hobbies, and we seemed pretty on the same page. We both work out frequently. He was in law school, so he was out of law school. I mean, I'm in law school, so we talked about what's going on in law right now, his job, what I'm learning right now. So it seemed like there was compatibility, but just didn't. I guess there wasn't that connection or spark. This guy ghosted. So.
Okay. So what I'm also feeling, is this a good time? Because this is a good time to talk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What I'm also feeling is that the conversation was good, but I'm assuming there wasn't any chemistry. He wasn't excited.
Yeah.
That's what I'm feeling. Maybe we didn't have a little bit of sex appeal on the day. We didn't have that. That's what I'm feeling. There was no excitement or chemistry when it came to you.
I mean, yeah, that could definitely be it.
I'm saying you guys can talk, you have great conversation, he likes your conversation, but he's not excited, is what I'm saying, if you know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
And that energy is important too in the start of dating. That keeps them motivated. So what did you wear?
So before she say what she wears or wore, the mothers, the aunties, the cousins are just inactive in a lot of these women's lives. It really just shows you the lack of female support a lot of times in these women's spaces. There's so many women who just don't have a clue. They don't get it. They don't know what men want. They don't know what men like. They don't know what men need. They went on a date and nothing else after. It's not even the fact that they didn't connect over the conversation. The conversation could have been great, but here's reality. Physical attraction is everything. I know a lot of people say, oh my God, it's so shallow and blah, blah, blah. But let's be honest. Ladies, y'all can chime in on this as well. If a guy, he could be talking about some great things, but let's be honest, if he was absolute chopped liver, you're not going to be super interested in pursuing anything with him because you're not attracted.
Okay, you got a point.
You see what I'm saying? Let's hear about what she wore.
So I had on a top. It was a two top with ruffles, and then I wore jeans and sandals.
Okay, a two top. Okay, it sounds very cutesy bootsy, the outfit. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything too revealing, but it also wasn't granny. So I feel like it was a good in between for a dinner date.
Okay, for your body type, because I saw you, I want you to do something fitted on the top and flare at the waist time next time you go on a date with just slight cleavage at the top. Doesn't need to be down to the areola, but we need slight cleavage, fitted at the top, flare at the waistline, and it shows from your knees. Your legs show from the knees down, and you have a heel on.
Yeah, that's usually my style. Actually, I usually wear if you see on my page, I wear fit and flare dresses all the time, or flowy skirts.
Okay,
so
hold on. Let me go to your
ruffles.
Okay, let me go to your page. Where did that go?
Yo, I'm not changing my hair. I like my locks. I can definitely do retwists here or there, but I'm not. I'm sticking with my locks.
Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got. You get some bitches on your dick.
Okay, I'm looking for that.
So I'll say this about the locks since she brought him up. I'm not changing my locks, guys. I'm sticking with the locks. That's cool.
You ain't gotta lie.
But here's the thing. Now you gotta find guys who are attracted to women with locks that look like you. Then the whole while they have low to no options. Or the guys who do take interest in them, they're not attracted to those guys. They don't want to compete. They don't want to put in the legwork. They don't want to do anything. They want to do the bare minimum and get maximum results. Well, I'm just here to tell you it doesn't work that way.
You said you always wear fit and flare. I'm not seeing that style of dress.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, so I'm saying on your page, I'm not seeing the recommendation. I'm not seeing that. So
Yeah, I just gave you my Instagram page so you can see it's __.
Okay, even the dress from February 28th, I like that. I like that. Okay, the dress from April 6th, 2025, that works too. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so
All right. Let's do it. It's reserved. It's not a bad look, but I think she just needs a complete overhaul. But I do have to be honest. I mean, she's just a very average, just kind of basic looking chick. Truly just sounds like the guys are just really not that interested. But why though?
I can hear you.
yeah, so the one from 2025 in August, that's cute.
Okay.
But I think the one from February 28th, I like that. That looks more grown and sexy.
Bruh.
Go to if it's like a night out, more like drinking or things like that.
So
like
let's make it for date too. For date. But you can do it in a color. You can do it in pink and white or red.
Okay.
Okay. Or you can do the style of August 6th, 2025 in a pink, white, or red. Or even a orange on your skin tone. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm just saying you have to turn up the sex appeal a bit on the date.
Yeah, I feel like that's my problem. Like, I feel like my personality and style is more like cutesy.
Yeah, cutesy is good, but I think for dating, you know, if you're on a date, if you're out with a guy, this goes to all the ladies, you want to turn up that sex appeal just a little bit.
Okay.
All right?
But then how do you, I feel like more that gives them that idea of like, okay, you want to sleep with them, or like, I'm not around the way, like just for fun. So like, how do I balance
your conversation and how you carry yourself? You're not going to be like, oh my God, you're not doing that.
Why not?
You're just sitting, having a conversation. And again, the cleavage isn't coming down to the areola. All right? But we can't dress like grandma and speak like mom and expect a man to get excited. That's not going to work, ladies. It's great that you're smart, but this is still a man, right? So he wants to know, okay, she is the wife. I can wife her, right? But I also need to be physically attracted to her. Not saying you're not beautiful. I'm not saying that. But he needs to get excited when he sees you. Okay?
And see, a lot of times it's really just that simple. See, you know, a lot of women are like, oh, I'm not dressing for a man. I don't do what I do for men.
Now you can hit the sheets of the streets. It don't make me no never mind. Now that's your bag, baby. You can go or you could come. Can you dig it?
But then they come on the internet calling their fairy godmothers, trying to figure out how do we get men. Oh, the men are ghosting me. Oh, the relationship isn't going anywhere. Oh, we've been together for 9 years and he still hasn't married me. And it's because a lot of these women fall in a lot of these categories. Not working on themselves, low sex appeal. So women who share more of her complexion, see, a lot of them don't even understand bright colors really compliment women who are darker skinned. How she's up here now, zero sex appeal.
Gotta show you I was done, baby boy.
You want your man to have the hots for you. And there were a lot of women who cracked the code to this. But there's some women, they just don't get it. And those are the women who are generally stubborn and I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear. And then they turn around and complain that men ghost them. Okay. Obviously what you're doing is not working for you. Okay. But yes, ladies, sex appeal is everything.
Yeah.
All right, darling. Have a blessed one.
Thank you, Ashley.
Yeah. You know, in all true honesty, man, like I said, if she do the work, if she just go do the work behind the scenes, man, just don't worry about dating right now. Just go work on yourself. Just go work on yourself, do the work. Get your style up, get your character up, get your sex appeal up, man. Now I'm talking about everything gonna fall in the hole. A lot of these women are getting ghosted because I'm just gonna be honest. You don't make men's penis hard for you. If a man's penis is not hard for you, I'm gonna just be honest, man. It's not gonna go anywhere. And outside of stimulating his penis, you have to be able to stimulate his mind as well. You know, a lot of women think, a lot of women think, I'm just gonna put this on and he's just gonna be sexually. Yeah, that's true. That could work. But then what about when we're not having sex? Then what? All right, guess number 2. Let's get it.
You're welcome in, Jax. Hi, beauty. Welcome in.
What?
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
That's better. Thank you.
Yes. Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Yes, I do.
All right. What brings you up?
Okay, so this is kind of my situation. I live in Canada right now, and I got married 2 years ago, and my husband, he currently lives in New York. So I am planning on moving this year.
Okay.
Probably towards the end of the year. Honestly, my friends that I have here are friends that I have had since childhood. You know, every now and then I try to make new friends, but like, it's just, they stay in not my immediate circle,
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, obviously, like, moving to the States, my husband has his friends who have wives that I could like try and become more friends with, or like my in-laws and stuff. But if I really wanted to like have my own friend group, like, what kind of advice would you give me to like starting fresh in a new city?
You need to sign up for hobbies. Like, I don't know if you're into art or Pilates or tennis, and then you'll find your crew there.
Okay. In Canada, I do like skiing and kickboxing.
Oh, perfect. So I would sign up for that in New York City.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, I think that's pretty dope. But if you're looking for friends, I don't know how many women partake in kickboxing or skiing. I would just let friends kind of happen naturally. I wouldn't really just run around just looking for friends. I've noticed when people go around just trying to make friends or looking for friends, they generally end up running into backstabbers and users. And just be smart about who you keep in your circle. She's probably lonely.
I also want to like get into content creation.
Okay. Have you started?
I have, yes, kind of. I'm working on it.
I like you, man. You lie a lot.
So
yes.
No.
I'm posting actively.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing it. That's good.
I'm doing it, and like, at least like in Canada, like, I work with a couple agencies and I get to like go to events and meet other people who are kind of doing like content as well. But I just feel like New York's like so big, and I am worried.
That's exciting. New York City's big and new for you. So now it's your first time going everywhere, doing everything, if you haven't been here already and visited most places. So that why aren't we looking at it from that perspective?
I am. I just feel like, where I live in Canada, I honestly live in a smaller town. Like, doing my content creation, there's not much like competition. Like, it's pretty easy out here.
Oh, that's amazing. That's even better. You need competition. That'll make you better.
Okay.
Because you're just too comfortable. That's what I'm hearing. I'm the best I'm at the top. Okay? So now it's time for us to go from the ceiling back down to the floor. And that'll create some fire in you to do more, to be more.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I like that. I like a challenge. I like working hard. I like trying new things. I just wasn't always like outgoing and talking and stuff. So this is still like kind of new to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So get excited. You're moving.
A lot of women say things like this. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start this. I'm going to finally get into this. And yeah, we're going to really get it going this year. And then you catch up with them in a couple of months, and then they're still where they were before they started. And I think really what it is, I think a lot of them just don't want it bad enough. They don't want to alter the comfort. And this is why a lot of them just do not grow or achieve whatever their goals are. I think she's a relatively pretty girl. I think she'll have no issues doing content creation or whatever it is she's trying to get into. I think she just has to get out of her head and just go for it. Yes! You know, a lot of them, they get in their head and they're like, oh my God, what if the people don't like it? What if people judge me when I get on the internet? Whatever. If you're going to be putting yourself out there, develop tough skin. That's the greatest thing I can tell you. Develop tough skin, because please believe at some point in time, once you start taking off, gaining traction, and people start tuning in more often, you're gonna get haters. You no matter what.
You're going to be living with your husband in a new city, meeting new friends, filming content. Like, why are we happy or excited about life right now?
I'm so excited. It's just like not having friends or like my family, my cousins, like stuff like that, you know?
Okay, take a plane back.
Take a plane back.
It's not that far. New York to Canada is not far at all.
It's not far. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. If you miss them, okay, I need to go once a month, every week, twice a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can definitely do that. Like, we do back and forth pretty often right now, so that's not an issue.
Yeah. Like we have things to do. You're married. Like.
Yes.
Yeah. You want to be near your husband, I'm sure. And you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, the only reason we have like such the distance is just working on like the green card and like the visa and stuff right now, you know? Okay. If that wasn't like the current situation, like obviously we would be full time together.
You never know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, get excited for life.
Okay. Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome, beauty. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Right.
Take your jacket off and
Not this bullshit.
Oh, in her case, man, I honestly believe, I think she's just in her head way too much, man. I think she's listening to a lot of naysayers and haters and people who are doubting her, and she's doubting herself. Ultimately, she's just in her brain too much. You know, I mean, man, you got to clear your mind and just get at it. You just got to get at it, man. You can't sit around and keep thinking about what if and maybe and might, and you know, what if the people, you can't sit around worrying about shit like that. You just got to get up and just do it. You got to get up and goddamn do it. Just do it. Don't even think about it, man. Just go. Think about it like this. Think about how many women are on their weight loss journey, or they're trying to start their weight loss journey, and they're sitting around talking about, okay, I didn't go today, I'm gonna go tomorrow, or I'm gonna start my workout. I want to start it soon. Why not instead of starting it soon, how about just go now? Okay, well, how about when you get off work, just go. Take 30 minutes, take an hour. Yeah, okay, you can't make it to a gym. Okay, well, in your neighborhood, can you walk somewhere? Can you walk to a store? Or is there somewhere that you can walk to? Is there something? And guess what? If you can't walk or go to a gym, you can work out in your home as well. The thing is with today is that, you know, a lot of people are just too comfortable making excuses. We love making excuses for everything. And this is why majority of people never reach their results, or they never get where they're trying to go to in life. You know, excuses are so easy to grab and obtain. They're reachable. Sometimes you don't even have to get off the couch to reach for an excuse. You can just pull it out your pocket. I don't feel like it. Maybe tomorrow. You know what? Next week for sure. Meanwhile, you can be getting to it today. I just being honest, some people just enjoy losing.
You hear me? I hear you. Okay.
All right, next guest. Let's get it.
Has something wrong with the camera? Oh my God.
Hi, welcome in, beauty. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good,
First
good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you consent to be on a live and potentially all platforms?
Motherfucker, go.
Yes, I do.
All right, what brings you up?
So I just wanted some feedback on what hair color I should do. Because I want to dye my hair color. I want to dye my hair a color. I don't know whether I want to do like ruby.
Chad, let's drop some recommendations based on her complexion.
I knew Ashley wasn't gonna answer that straight up. You know what color should I dye my hair, ma'am? Why are you, ma'am? I gotta be honest. I just gotta be honest. Why are you on the internet asking another grown woman what you should dye your hair? What color you should dye your hair? Come on, man. Sometimes, ladies, please reel it in.
So yeah, that means you as well, Becky.
Sometimes we just have to just be a big girl and just handle our own shit. Okay? Can we do that sometimes? Can we just be a big girl and just handle our own shit? Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, if you ask me, I think your hair is just fine the way it is. See, this is what messes up a lot of women too. You know, they get bored with their look. So then they start, oh man, I want to change it. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to add color. Then they add all this color and dye and bleach and all these different things to their hair, and they mess it up. And then now they got to go and do a big chop and all this kind of stuff. And then they wind up hating their hair. And then now you're wearing wigs that you really don't even like, but you ruin your hair. So I mean, in all honesty, I mean, her hair looks fine. Her hair looks fine. She looks okay. I don't understand why some of these women think they just need to change things that don't need to be changed. Ma'am, if it's not broken, why are you trying to fix it? Huh?
Don't nobody know nothing?
Man, when you turn the light switch on in the house, the light comes on. Why are you trying to take the bulb out? I'll never understand it.
And undertone. Oh, they're saying ginger. Ooh, ginger.
Yeah. So it was either like copper or like that ruby red. But this is all of my locks. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yes, copper or ruby red. Have you ever done a color analysis?
No, because usually they're kind of expensive depending on like where you're going, but I've never done it.
Okay, so they're saying ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah, I'm seeing ginger. I'm thinking ginger.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, ginger. Yeah.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
You're welcome, doll.
I don't have any.
You can use AI to figure it out.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I didn't think of that, but that's a great call. So ginger it is. Well, I don't know. I gotta see. I gotta see how it looks on me first.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
But I'm gonna put a AI and see how that looks.
Alrighty.
Okay. Also, I don't know, like,
it's really interesting, man. Ma'am, some of these women are just AI themselves, okay? Some of these women are just AI. Some of them are just NPCs. Okay? I've said this before. Some of these women are just NPCs. No thought, no nothing. Just wake up clueless, okay? Ma'am, there is absolutely nothing wrong with your hair. And I'm gonna be honest, she doesn't even agree with the ginger. She's like, okay, cool. But I'm gonna be honest, she really doesn't agree with the ginger because she already said the color that she wanted to go with. She was hoping that Ashley would agree with her with the color, but because Ashley named a whole nother color, she's like, I don't really know anymore. So here's the thing. See, a lot of y'all you have to do a lot of times what works for you. What Ashley is saying, Ashley is just giving her opinion. Okay. So a lot of them will take it and they'll take it to heart a lot of times. They'll be like, oh, well, I don't really want to do that. Okay, ma'am, you don't have to. But if you ask me, I think her hair looks fine just the way it is.
First of all, I've always been nervous to get on here. And then now that I'm on here, I'm like, oh my gosh.
You're talking about hair color. That's why.
Yeah.
They should be nervous about,
Because that's initially what I was thinking. I was like, okay, I'll ask a hair color. Because like, I don't know what other suggestions I would ask that I can think of.
They said Lotto blonde. Lotto, the artist blonde. That hair color for you.
That's a bit tricky because I don't know if I want to bleach hardcore.
Oh, okay.
My locks, just being considerate of like the longevity and stuff. So.
Okay, fair enough. All right. Well, thank you for coming out.
Of course, thank you, and you're amazing, by the way.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Tonight, it was painful just watching you disintegrate.
Right. Thank you for coming out. Oh my God, thank you for coming in. I mean, here's reality, man. I always ask this question, where are they mom? Where's mom? Where's our aunties and where's our cousins? Things like that. I think if women would just start being more realistic and more honest with each other, I think it really wouldn't be a lot of what you see online either. I think a lot of what these women are experiencing is a lot of women are just simply not honest, and a lot of women don't have what it takes to just come up here and just be honest. I would have just told her straight up, like, ma'am, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you need to do anything with your locks. Your locks look fine the way they are. Why do you want to bleach them or change the color to them? And even like I mentioned before, I knew the reason why she doesn't want to bleach them is because the bleach is harsh on the hair. So I can understand that. And that's why I said I don't think she should do anything with them. Here's the biggest thing. If you're going to ask for advice from a complete stranger, number one, you have to be receptive to the advice. Take it with a grain of salt. Weigh it. A lot of women, they want results, but they're just not doing the work, or they don't know what exactly they should be doing. But the thing is, you know, we need more people who would be willing to just come online and just keep it funky with the women, you know, because there's too many people who just come up here and just lie and tell women what they want to hear, and then they're like, okay, thank you, and then they go back off losing, you know, or not really getting where it is they're trying to get to. I don't understand how people can just wake up and be so comfortable with lies and people just telling them any old thing to make them feel good. Whatever you're trying to achieve, if you know in your heart of hearts you're tired of being at the bottom, you're tired of losing, you're tired of not getting the results that you truly want, then you know that you're gonna have to do something different from what you've been doing. That's just reality. You're gonna have to change up the formula. Okay? If you've been losing at the game for a long time, you're 0-25. Ma'am, there's not a single W on your record, you know, and we need to spend less time. We need to spend less time clocking it and T and all. We need to spend less time doing that, especially if you're not catching the W out here. Okay. The very women on the internet talking about T, clocking, and W, and God took his time when he made me. A lot of those women are 0-40. Okay. 0-40. That's not good. But hey, just a guy on the internet. Okay. All right.